if you're a service-based business out here in San Antonio that's still relying on BNIs or networking events to try to bring in clients, you are getting yourself stuck in a networking trap. And the reason for that is because a lot of these guys are looking for clients just like you are, right? It's the same thing as if you're sharing leads to somebody else. And I'm going to explain how you can fix this in San Antonio starting today, right? I'll explain why this happens. So a lot of people think the best way to bring in clients organically or without ad spend is by going to these events. You might spend $10, $15, and all you do is spend money with business cards, shaking people's hands, turns into a competition who has most money, who gets the most leads, and who has the most. And at the end of the day, you go, you think you're gonna have fun, you think you're gonna find leads, and you end up feeling like trash. Oh, my business isn't doing so good. These guys are doing way better than I am. And the people you do meet, you give them all these business cards, you share Instagrams, you share phone numbers, and months go by with like none of these guys ever reaching out to you, right? So you might be in the Greater San Antonio Chamber of Commerce, you meet some people. Yeah, there's great benefits. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you're going there solely for the reason to find clients for your business, that is the wrong intention for these events. These events are to build a reputation of people. These are meant to help you make connections, meet people, not get clients for clients. And it doesn't work. It's not the best way to do things, especially when I grow out here in San Antonio. And sometimes you'll wake up at 7 a.m. to go get coffee with these guys, right? It's like, oh, bring your business cards, come get coffee, or even like alcohol. I've seen, and these guys get all dressed up, and then they're excited. Like, I got all these cards, I made all these connections. But if you're going with the intention of getting clients, you're gonna be with months, maybe forever. Your business card is either already in the trash or collecting dust on their desk, right? So always go with the intention of like, I'm here to build connections, meet new people, make friends, and be surrounding myself with people with a like-minded mindset. Not I'm gonna try to close a deal or I'm gonna try to get this guy to refer me. Like, not the best way to even close deals. These guys don't have some of the issues that you have in your business. Some of these guys already have these, and some of these guys already have systems in place where they don't have to be worrying about, oh, I have to go to this event and meet like one guy who will probably buy my service. Like, no, you're essentially trading your time for maybes, right? And so you're relying on hope. What ends up happening a lot of times is that you'll meet one guy who might be looking for what you're selling, and he's like, sure, give me your info. But guess what? You're not the only contractor in San Antonio. You're not the only service business in San Antonio. So you are over here charging 5,000. Another guy's charging 4,800. Another guy needs the job so bad, he's willing to drop it to 4,600, right? And this is what happens in these kinds of events. If you go with the mindset of I need to close the deal or I need a client, lowering your value as a person before you even lower the value of your own service, because you're already thinking that in order for you to even get clients or get jobs, you have to lower everything. And that is not how businesses should be operating. Some of these guys are starting off and they might not have reviews, they might not have jobs, lined up like previous work. And yeah, there might be that excuse there where they say, I'm willing to lower the price to earn the job, but it's an investment long term, right? If you've been doing this for 5 years and you're still trying to get clients, you're still going to BNIs, you're still relying on word of mouth, referrals, then you're not going to be able to win this game, because it's about building systems in your business that drive leads every single day. So that way these guys over here don't even show up anymore. They're not going to even be a part of your journey, and you can charge these businesses what you truly charge, right? So that is how that works. And at the end of the day, the cheapest guy gets the deal when you're going to these events, when you're relying on word of mouth. It just is not a good game to play, right? But if you're a business out here in San Antonio, you have to build the right system. It's about having the right ad, one local Instagram ad that will drive traffic to your business Instagram. And then you start generating leads from that you only get. So you don't need to be going to these BNIs, networking events, just to get leads, but you're going to go out there, represent your business, meet really cool people who might, need your service, but you're not going with the mindset of, I need to close the deal today, because if not, I'm not going to make payroll, right? You're going with like, I want to meet new people. We're here to build a network. That's it. Once you get the lead, you close them at full price, and you don't have other businesses reaching out to these people because on Google, what is going on recently and lately, these guys, there's a whole list of businesses that are essentially competing for the same leads every single time you go on Google. You search up, service businesses or roofing, plumbing, whatever it may be, and it's a list of businesses all coming for the same ads. I mean, same leads. While you can have one local ad targeting all of San Antonio without having any other business in the way of your success. So that means you own the stage from start to finish without having to look for validation in others, without having to, oh, I'm doing this. Maybe I can go, mow your lawn. Maybe I can, I can be your plumber. No, you need to go to these networking events to actually show, be a part of the community, not, close deals. Because eventually, when you do go in there, I'm sure you'll meet people. Eventually, that will run out, right? That will run out, and you're gonna still be lacking the number one thing that most successful businesses in San Antonio have, and that is a system in their business that drives leads every single day, so they don't have to worry about any word of mouth referrals or when the next close deal is coming. So if you want to know how to install that system into your business, just DM me on Instagram or leave a comment here. I'll reach out to you, and I will show you and record a personalized video just for your business, showing you how you can do it for your industry, your niche. And that way you can see it actually works for your business, because there's a lot of businesses out here in San Antonio that are very specific, very different. And so every business needs a different way of growing. And so just comment here. I'll send that video over to you. It'll be 2 to 3 minutes, but it'll go into the exact framework you need. And talk soon. Send that DM my way on Instagram, or just comment here. I'll reach out.